The weight of the chair beneath this warm felt roof is heavy with hours that refuse to move. My hands on the wheel in the empty street lane, while streetlights dissolve in a blur of gray rain. The engine speaks low in a steady, cold breath, and time feels as quiet as winter or death. I watch the red signal burn out on the block and count every second upon the dash clock. Drive slow through the shadows of soul after 2, where every dark alley keeps waking for you. The tires make a whisper on pavement grown slick, while heartbeats remain far too heavy and thick. The dashboard clock flickers, its numbers in green, a ghost in the mirror of what might have been. I turn down the dial where the jazz used to play, and leave the bright avenues fading away. The wipers keep moving in steady, slow sighs, and catch the reflection of mist in my eyes. I hold the night closer with both of my hands across this wet concrete of forgotten lands. Drive slow through the shadows of soul after 2, where every dark alley keeps waking for you. The tires make a whisper on pavement grown slick, while heartbeats remain far too heavy and thick. If petrol could carry me backward in time to corners where summer was part of the rhyme, I would keep driving past ending and start, and hide every piece of this unmended heart. Maybe the highway has nowhere to go. Maybe the midnight is all that we know. But dawn is a stranger I do not yet need, while shadows are tangled in asphalt and speed. Drive slow through the shadows of soul after 2. You are not here, just shadows pass. sit alone beside the window pane and watch the headlights blur across the rain. Old photographs are stacked upon the floor. You look at who you were back then before the sleepless hours begin to softly speak of every promise that you couldn't keep. Drive slow tonight through streets of blue and gray. Don't try to chase the shadows all away. Just let the steering wheel rest in your hand and forgive the boy you used to understand. The ashtray holds the ash of yesterday. A worn-out tune is playing far away. You trace a circle on the dusty glass and watch the ghosts of former winters pass. Old photographs are stacked upon the floor. You look at who you were back then before the sleepless hours begin to softly speak of every promise that you couldn't keep. Drive slow tonight through streets of blue and gray. Don't try to chase the shadows all away. Just let the steering wheel rest in your hand and forgive the boy you used to understand. If time could fold and bring you face to face with that young dreamer in the narrow place, you would not scold him for the tears he shed. You'd place a gentle hand upon his head. Drive slow tonight through streets of blue and gray. Don't try to chase the shadows all away. Just let the steering wheel rest in your hand and forgive the boy you used to understand. Key in the ignition, clock moves slow. Drive into the dark, nowhere to go. A silver lighter sits upon the dash, cold metal catching ember street lamp glow. I turn the key and watch the engine catch to drive the streets we used to slowly know. The wiper blades sweep back a steady beat against the glass where midnight mist collects. I guide the wheel down every empty street and trace the path of all our old regrets. A sudden memory taps upon the pain. I check the mirror for a face I miss. My tired fingers hold the steering chain and trade the present for a ghost's cold kiss. Ride with me slowly through the neon haze, like fading smoke from cigarettes we burn. Even if time has stolen all our days, my steering wheel has nowhere else to turn. Ride with me softly down the dark incline, where asphalt shimmers in the midnight rain. I do not speak, I keep my eyes on mine, and let the quiet carry back our pain. The leather seat retains your faded shape, an empty space where your soft coat once lay. I drive to find a quiet landscapescape and chase the ghost that will not fade away. Gear shift is cold beneath my sluggish palm. The dashboard clock glows in a steady red. The radio breathes out a gentle song for all the words that neither of us said. A sudden memory taps upon the pain. I check the mirror for a face I miss. My tired fingers hold the steering chain and trade the present for a ghost cold kiss. Ride with me slowly through the neon haze, like fading smoke from cigarettes we burn. Even if time has stolen all our days, my steering wheel has nowhere else to turn. Ride with me softly down the dark incline, where asphalt shimmers in the midnight rain. I do not speak, I keep my eyes on mine, and let the quiet carry back our pain. If I could keep this engine idling here until the dark dissolves into the gray, I would trade every future coming near to keep this car parked where we used to stay. Maybe the highway has no end in sight, maybe the fuel will slowly burn away. Still I will circle through the soul midnight and haunt the turns we took on yesterday. Ride with me slowly through the neon haze, like fading smoke from cigarettes we burn. Even if time has stolen all our days, my steering wheel has nowhere else to turn. Ride with me softly down the dark incline, where asphalt shimmers in the midnight rain. I do not speak, I keep my eyes on mine, and let the quiet carry back our pain. Silver lighter on the dash, engine idling in the dark. You are gone, parked locked inside my heart. Smell in the air of wet concrete tonight. I watch from my curb as you pass by the store. Your coat is pulled tight against the cold wind, moving away from my door. The street lamp above paints your shoulders in gold. You step through the puddles so quiet and slow. I stay in the shadows and keep out of sight. Nowhere else left for me to go. My hands on the steering wheel shiver and wait as you turn the corner and fade from my view. I swallow the silence that fills up the glass and whisper the reasons I stay here for you. Drifting along on this empty late avenue, watching the shadows that look just a bit like you. Even the pavement is soaked in the steady rain, holding the ghost of your footsteps in quiet pain. Slow down the clock on the dashboard, let midnight stay. Don't let the headlights dissolve into break of day. I keep my distance and follow your silent beat, driving alone down this damp and deserted street. The engine stays low with a soft steady breath. Reflections of neon slide over the glass. A late diner sign flickers down on the block, watching the midnight hours pass. You walk with your head down, lost in your mind, unaware of the eyes that are tracking your pace. Every slow mile of this asphalt is tied to the quiet contour of your face. My hands on the steering wheel shiver and wait as you turn the corner and fade from my view. I swallow the silence that fills up the glass and whisper the reasons I stay here for you. Drifting along on this empty late avenue, watching the shadows that look just a bit like you. Even the pavement is soaked in the steady rain, holding the ghost of your footsteps in quiet pain. Slow down the clock on the dashboard, let midnight stay. Don't let the headlights dissolve into break of day. I keep my distance and follow your silent beat, driving alone down this damp and deserted street. If I pulled up beside you and lowered the pain, what would I say through the blur of the midnight rain? Maybe just nothing, just look in your tired eyes, sharing the weight of our separate quiet skies. The city moves slowly in shades of dark blue, and every slow mile leads me right back to you. Drifting along on this empty late avenue, watching the shadows that look just a bit like you. Even the pavement is soaked in the steady rain, holding the ghost of your footsteps in quiet pain. Slow down the clock on the dashboard, let midnight stay. Don't let the headlights dissolve into break of day. I keep my distance and follow your silent beat, driving alone down this damp and deserted street. Amber lights fade on the wet avenue. My tires whisper past you, alone in the dark. Why does the fog refuse to clear away when every street lamp turns to rusted gray? I count the stoplights shifting down the block, while midnight freezes on the dashboard clock. A single wiper sweeps the weeping glass to watch the ghost of old December pass. A cup of coffee growing cold and stale beside a crumpled paper parking mail. I check the rearview for a face I miss and let the steering wheel grow numb and cold. The air is heavy with a frozen mist that settles on the stories left untold. Keep rolling slow along this quiet lane, through shadows painted by the winter rain. Your empty seat is tilted slightly back along this dark and solitary track. Keep fading soft into the ember light that drifts across the empty soul tonight. I touch the radio but nothing plays, just fading signals from our better days. Your silver hairpin sits beside the gear, a quiet token from a softer year. The tires whisper on the dampened street, where rubber meets the asphalt and defeat. A stray cat trembles by the iron fence, beneath the sign that loses all its sense. The city breeze and smoking petrol steam, while I drive deeper through a broken dream. I check the rearview for a face I miss and let the steering wheel grow numb and cold. The air is heavy with a frozen mist that settles on the stories left untold. Keep rolling slow along this quiet lane, through shadows painted by the winter rain. Your empty seat is tilted slightly back along this dark and solitary track. Keep fading soft into the ember light that drifts across the empty soul tonight. I touch the radio but nothing plays, just fading signals from our better days. If I keep driving till the tank is dry beneath this heavy and indifferent sky, perhaps the morning sun will never rise to catch the bitter water in my eyes. One more rotation past the silent bridge, one more descent along the river ridge, where concrete barriers reflect the gleam of headlights fading on a phantom stream. Keep rolling slow along this quiet lane, through shadows painted by the winter rain. Your empty seat is tilted slightly back along this dark and solitary track. Keep fading soft into the ember light that drifts across the empty soul tonight. I touch the radio but nothing plays, just fading signals from our better days. Cold gear shift, and an empty street, your memory beneath my seat. Color of the light upon the floor reveals a room where you are here no more. A coffee cup left waiting on the glass, while midnight hours slowly, softly pass. I turn the key and shift into the drive to keep the fading memory alive. The steering wheel is cold beneath my hand. Upon the bridge above the quiet land, the engine whispers through the hollow night, while amber street lamps fade to silver white. I check the mirror for a trace of you among the shadows in the autumn dew. Pull over slowly by the empty square and let the silence rest beside me there. The radio is playing out of tune beneath the silver of a winter moon. Hold on a moment to the steering wheel and let me pretend that your voice is real. I lean my forehead softly on the glass and watch the sleepy taxi slowly pass. A stranger stops beside the curb to smoke. We share a glance, but neither one has spoke. He wears a coat as weary as my own. Two lonely men, adrift and so alone. The tires whisper on the dampened street, where rubber meets the asphalt in defeat. Your empty seat is leather worn and cold, a story that is finished and retold. The engine whispers through the hollow night, while amber street lamps fade to silver white. I check the mirror for a trace of you among the shadows in the autumn dew. Pull over slowly by the empty square and let the silence rest beside me there. The radio is playing out of tune beneath the silver of a winter moon. Hold on a moment to the steering wheel and let me pretend that your voice is real. I lean my forehead softly on the glass and watch the sleepy taxi slowly pass. If I could keep this vehicle in park and never navigate the closing dark, I would surrender every mile behind to leave this heavy memory left blind. The stranger nods and turns to walk away, leaving me waiting for a phantom day. The dashboard glows in melancholy blue, and every mile returns my thoughts to you. Pull over slowly by the empty square and let the silence rest beside me there. The radio is playing out of tune beneath the silver of a winter moon. Hold on a moment to the steering wheel and let me pretend that your voice is real. I lean my forehead softly on the glass and watch the sleepy taxi slowly pass. Rain on the glass, lights fade away. You are long gone until the grave. sunset yesterday still drifts across the leather seat. A silver compass pointing south on asphalt, washed and incomplete. A single key that does not turn, rest heavy on the rubber mat, while neon signs on Hannum Bridge dissolve in parking lot regret. The wiper blade traces a lazy arc across the darkened glass. We parked right here a year ago and watched the taxis pass. Your paper cup of cooling tea sits safely in the plastic ring, a silent relic of the hours before we broke everything. I shift the stick into reverse without a destination planned. The dashboard clock glows amber on the back of my right hand. The highway bends toward the river where the heavy fog descends, and every quiet side street here pretends the midnight never ends. Keep rolling slowly down the wet and empty Soul Expressway, where phantom headlights paint the dark in shades of blue and gray. The engine purrs a low register against the autumn chill, and every empty passenger seat remembers how to sit still. Keep moving past the sleeping towers where the silhouette of pine fades softly in the rearview mirror right upon the county line. I do not press the accelerator down too fast or deep. I just keep driving through the hours that this city keeps asleep. An unlit cigarette remains inside the cardboard packet now. The analog radio needle flickers to a static vow. A muffled trumpet plays a measure through the copper speaker grill, while yellow sodium lights reflect on puddles standing dark and still. The tires whisper secrets to the grain beneath the river wall, a gentle shuffle in the rhythm as the scattered droplets fall. I trace the steering wheel with fingers tired from holding back, the way you looked right through me down this narrow railway track. I shift the stick into reverse without a destination planned. The dashboard clock glows amber on the back of my right hand. The highway bends toward the river where the heavy fog descends, and every quiet side street here pretends the midnight never ends. Keep rolling slowly down the wet and empty Soul Expressway, where phantom headlights paint the dark in shades of blue and gray. The engine purrs a low register against the autumn chill, and every empty passenger seat remembers how to sit still. Keep moving past the sleeping towers where the silhouette of pine fades softly in the rearview mirror right upon the county line. I do not press the accelerator down too fast or deep. I just keep driving through the hours that this city keeps asleep. If petrol lasts until the morning breaks across the eastern ridge, I will not turn the wheel away from any silent bridge. I will just let the tires trace the rhythm of this blues refrain, nothing left inside this frame except the midnight tones. Keep rolling slowly down the wet and empty Soul Expressway, where phantom headlights paint the dark in shades of blue and gray. The engine purrs a low register chord against the autumn chill, and every empty passenger seat remembers how to sit still. Keep moving past the sleeping towers where the silhouette of pine fades softly in the rearview mirror right upon the county line. I do not press the accelerator down too fast or deep. I just keep driving through the hours that the city keeps asleep. Amber dial in the dark, engine cools part to part. What someone said yesterday still drifts across the leather seat. A silver compass pointing south on asphalt washed and incomplete. A single key that does not turn rest heavy on the rubber mat, while neon signs on Hannum Bridge dissolve in parking lot regret. The wiper blade traces a lazy arc across the darkened glass. We parked right here a year ago and watched the taxis pass. Your paper cup of cooling tea sits safely in the plastic ring, a silent relic of the hours before we broke everything. I shift the stick into reverse with
a silver key lies quiet on the desk. The engine's warmth has long since turned to dust. I watch the traffic signals change to red, through streets where every shadow bears your trust. The wiper blades have left a smear of rain, a blurry neon sign across the pane. I turn the ignition slow against the chill and point the steering wheel toward Blue Hill. The street lamps stretch their necks along the curb, as if they search for someone in the dark. I shift the gear and keep my breathing low, to hide the sudden sinking in my heart. Stay a little longer in this quiet ride, with nothing but the dashboard light beside. The asphalt stretches black beneath the wheel, and high's the fragile way I really feel. Stay a little longer as the midnight fades, among the empty buildings and the shades. I keep my eyes fixed straight upon the line, pretending that your hand still rests in mine. The bridge above the river spans the grade, where ferry boats are tied against the tide. We used to cross this water talking low, with nowhere else in all the world to hide. The vinyl seat is cold against my back, the rubber tires whisper on the track. Every corner holds a breath of what we were, before the evening blur began to blur. The transmission gives a steady, quiet purr. The second gear engages in the dark. I grip the aged steering wheel so tight to keep from letting go and losing spark. Stay a little longer in this quiet ride, with nothing but the dashboard light beside. The asphalt stretches black beneath the wheel and hides the fragile way I really feel. Stay a little longer as the midnight fades, among the empty buildings and the shades. I keep my eyes fixed straight upon the line, pretending that your hand still rests in mine. If I could drive forever down the street, without a turn to make, without a destination, I'd let the tank run dry upon the bridge and leave behind the city's isolation. Perhaps the morning light will clear the glass, perhaps the fog will lift before the dawn. But until then I drive these empty streets and keep the radio playing softly on. Stay a little longer in this quiet ride, with nothing but the dashboard light beside. The asphalt stretches black beneath the wheel and hides the fragile way I really feel. Stay a little longer as the midnight fades, among the empty buildings and the shades. I keep my eyes fixed straight upon the line, pretending that your hand still rests in mine. Key in the ignition, shadows on the glass, driveway waiting, midnight past. The sound from the street of a tire on the rain, a cold wind that blows through the window pane. I shift to neutral as the signals turn red, with miles of old shadows still stuck in my head. The wiper blades sweep with a slow heavy sigh beneath the dark frame of a starless night sky. I reach for the dial on the dashboard array to chase all the ghost words of yesterday. Stay in the empty seat beside me tonight, as hand river water reflects amber light. and time moves too slow for a heart that is sick. Stay through the static of late night delay before the gray morning chases us away. I keep both hands resting right here on the wheel and pretend that the silence is all we can feel. A mist on the glass where your breath used to stay before you packed up and just drifted away. The street lamps of soul blur to watery lines, past gray concrete bridges and forgotten signs. The transmission shivers beneath my right hand on roads that no longer remember our land. I idle in place where the expressway ends and count up the heartbreaks that time never made. As hand river water reflects amber light. The engine is quiet, the pavement is slick, and time moves too slow for a heart that is sick. Stay through the static of late night delay before the gray chases us away. I keep both hands resting right here on the wheel and pretend that the silence is all we can feel. If I let the fuel burn right down to the floor, would I find you waiting behind some dark door? Or is it just asphalt and cold autumn air with nobody left in the passenger chair? The tires shed water, the neighborhood sleeps while memory settles in currents and deeps. Stay in the empty seat beside me tonight as hand river water reflects amber light. The engine is quiet, the pavement is slick, and time moves too slow for a heart that is sick. Stay through the static of late night delay before the gray morning chases us away. I keep both hands resting right here on the wheel and pretend that this silence is all we can feel. Tires on the asphalt, needle on red. You are a ghost on the road ahead. Chair stays pressed against the floor. A warm brass key rests near the wooden door. You sit across the room and watch the glass while midnight shadows slowly fade and pass. The engine turns with just a quiet sigh. We pull into the street where cold winds fly. Your fingers trace the glass beside your seat as we move down the empty soul concrete. Stay a little longer in this midnight drive, where every quiet mile keeps us alive. Though rain is falling softly on the hood, we linger where we always understood. Stay a little longer in the amber glow before the street lamps vanish in the snow. I do not ask which road we travel past. I only wish this quiet night could last. A dashboard clock ticks out the passing hours. A lonely scent of dried up winter flowers. Your breath creates a circle on the pane as outside traffic sinks into the rain. The gear shift feels so heavy in my hand. We drift across this tired midnight land. Your eyes reflect the orange streetlight beams as we drive deeper into quiet dreams. Stay a little longer in this midnight drive, where every quiet mile keeps us alive. Though rain is falling softly on the hood, we linger where we always understood. Stay a little longer in the amber glow before the street lamps vanish in the snow. I do not ask which road we travel past. I only wish this quiet night could last. If morning never comes to break the spell, we will remain inside this rubber shell, just moving through the alleys of the town, where neon lights are slowly sinking down. Maybe the highway has no final end. Maybe we are just waiting round the bend. With every rotation of the wheel, we touch the only thing that still feels real. Stay a little longer in this midnight drive, where every quiet mile keeps us alive. Though rain is falling softly on the hood, we linger where we always understood. Stay a little longer in the amber glow before the street lamps vanish in the snow. I do not ask which road we travel past. I only wish this quiet night could last. A tired engine, a quiet street. You are here and time is complete. The texture of fabric upon the passenger seat, a wool coat you left there before we retreated. The midnight hand river reflects orange lights as I steer through the shadows of soul's empty nights. The dashboard clock glows with a soft amber hue. 10 years from this evening I still look for you. Future headlights will trace this exact curve of road with the heavy set sorrow my chest hasn't showed. I touch the cold leather where your hand used to rest, a quiet confession kept deep in my chest. The wiper blade sweep with a metronome beat through the mist on the glass of an empty lane street. Drive slow down the bridge where the river runs deep. Keep watch on the secrets the memories keep. Years from today in this same seated frame, I will whisper your name to the falling spring rain. Drive slow through the dampness of midnight downtown, when no sirens echo and no wheels make a sound. Just the moves of the tires on the asphalt below, and the ghost of a love that refused to let go. The gear shift is cool to the touch of my palm. The wipers keep time in a sorrowful calm. In some distant December, you'll sit by my side. Just a thought in the mirror on this late night ride. I picture your fingers adjusting the dial. I picture the warmth of your quietest smile. Though decades will pass and the city will change, this midnight devotion will never grow strange. I watch the street lamps blur the circles of gold against the dark window where weather turns cold. The steering wheel turns to the rhythm we knew, and every late highway led straight back to you. Drive slow down the bridge where the river runs deep. Keep watch on the secrets that memories keep. Years from today in the same seated frame, I will whisper your name to the falling spring rain. Drive slow through the dampness of midnight downtown, when no sirens echo and no wheels make a sound. Just the moves of the tires on the asphalt below, and the ghost of a love that refused to let go. If time is a circle that brings me right back to sit in this car on a midnight dark track, I'll gladly surrender tomorrow and today to drive through this rain with your ghost on the way. The engine beats slow like a pulse in the dark, a fire that lingers without any spark. I see you ahead where the avenue bends, where every late journey begins and descends. Drive slow down the bridge where the river runs deep. Keep watch on the secrets the memories keep. Years from today in the same seated frame, I will whisper your name to the falling spring rain. Drive slow through the dampness of midnight downtown, when no sirens echo and no wheels make a sound. Just the moves of the tires on the asphalt below, and the ghost of a love that refused to let go. Amber light on the dash, rain on the glass. Years come and go, and the shadow moves slow. A cold ceramic mug sits near the break. A neon sign flickers across the glass. I watch the wipers sweep the heavy mist and let the quiet midnight hours pass. The leather seat still holds a trace of gray. A single hair rests softly on the seam. The dashboard clock moves silently ahead, like scenes receding from a fading dream. I tap my finger on the steering wheel and count the seconds in the heavy air. My eyes are just the shadows on the dash where you used to rest your hand right there. Stay a little longer in this quiet car, beneath the flicker of a distant star. Even if the road curves out of sight, your memory stays beside me through the night. Stay a little longer in the steady rain, like an old habit I can still maintain. I keep my hands upon the wheel so slow and watch the empty city lights below. The glove box latch is slightly out of place. A map we folded lies forgotten there. A ticket stub from 7 Sundays past, stuck underneath the rubber floor mats square. A small brass coin sits resting on the mat. The gear shift knob is smooth beneath my palm. The rearview mirror catches street lamp fire and wraps the cabin in a heavy calm. I tap my finger on the steering wheel and count the seconds in the heavy air. My eyes are just the shadows on the dash where you used to rest your hand right there. Stay a little longer in this quiet car, beneath the flicker of a distant star. Even if the road curves out of sight, your memory stays beside me through the night. Stay a little longer in the steady rain, like an old habit I can still maintain. I keep my hands upon the wheel so slow and watch the empty city lights below. If I could turn this engine off for good and let the parking brake lock up the tires, I would stay right here until the morning gray, beneath the moves of overhead dark wires. Maybe every street leads back to this. Maybe every turn is just a test. Every small detail inside this room is where my tired fingers come to rest. Stay a little longer in this quiet car, beneath the flicker of a distant star. Even if the road curves out of sight, your memory stays beside me through the night. Stay a little longer in the steady rain, like an old habit I can still maintain. I keep my hands upon the wheel so slow and watch the empty city lights below. Cup on the floor, key in the ignition. You are gone in this long transmission. A sudden spark of lightning clears the dark. I watch you sitting in the passenger seat. Your fingers trace the frost upon the glass, while hand river water shivers in the street. The wiper blades keep time with silent sighs. The amber dash lights paint your quiet face. I keep my hands upon the steering wheel, afraid to break the stillness of this place. The heavy clouds begin to shift and break as cold night air slips softly through the scene. I turn the dial to find a fading song and watch you drifting slowly in a dream. Stay a little longer in this midnight chill, while every signal waits so pale and still. The wipers move across the streaming pane and wash away the sorrow of the rain. Stay a little longer by the riverside, where empty lanes have nowhere left to hide. I do not speak, I do not break the spell, while night keeps every secret that we tell. A gust of wind disturbs the sleeping trees. The taillights cast a dull and bleeding red. The leather seat remembers how you leaned before the unsaid words were left unsaid. The wiper blades resume their steady sweep. The heater breathes a dry and heavy sigh. I watch the bridge lights blur into the mist without a reason left to ask you why. The heavy clouds begin to shift and break as cold night air slips softly through the scene. I turn the dial to find a fading song and watch you drifting slowly in a dream. Stay a little longer in this midnight chill, while every signal waits so pale and still. The wipers move across the streaming pane and wash away the sorrow of the rain. Stay a little longer by the riverside, where empty lanes have nowhere left to hide. I do not speak, I do not break the spell, while night keeps every secret that we tell. If gears could lock in time could just reverse, I would not touch the brake nor turn the wheel. We would remain suspended in the dark, where shadows feel more lasting than the real. The pavement glistens under orange lamps. The asphalt stretches far into the gray, and every mile we travel through the night just brings me closer to your yesterday. Stay a little longer in this midnight chill, while every signal waits so pale and still. The wipers move across the streaming pane and wash away the sorrow of the rain. Stay a little longer by the riverside, where empty lanes have nowhere left to hide. I do not speak, I do not break the spell, while night keeps every secret that we tell. Cold wind on the glass, shadows in the street. You are only miles away in the empty passenger seat. A sand of dust upon the window glass. You left behind a space where you would sit. I watched the yellow street lamp slowly pass and tap my fingers on the wooden kit. The quiet room remembers how you stayed before the steering wheel became my friend. The shadow on the wallpaper has decayed, and nothing here is destined to amend. I turn the key to hear the engine sigh. The nighttime soul is breathing through the pain. I catch your profile in the silver dye, reflected softly in the falling rain. Ride with me beside the silent hum, like an old photograph that time forgot. Even if your heart has drifted on, my lonely hands still hold what we once got. Ride with me along the empty lane, like a slow melody without a strain. I whisper softly to the leather seat while midnight pavement cools beneath my feet. The meter ticks beside the broken gear. A brush snare rhythm keeps the slow tempo. The neon signs are fading far and near into the places where the lost must go. Your coat still hangs upon the hallway rack, a silent witness to the clothes you wore. I check the rearview mirror looking back to find the footprints leading to our door. I turn the key to hear the engine sigh. The nighttime soul is breathing through the pain. I catch your profile in the silver dye, reflected softly in the falling rain. Ride with me beside the silent hand, like an old photograph that time forgot. Even if your heart has drifted on, my lonely hands still hold what we once got. Ride with me along the empty lane, like a slow melody without a strain. I whisper softly to the leather seat while midnight pavement cools beneath my feet. If I could park this car against the years, I'd sleep forever in this quiet street. One more hour to drown my silent tears before the morning traffic starts to beat. Maybe love was never meant to stay. Maybe the highway simply leads to night. But every bridge I cross along the way still turns my steering wheel into your light. Ride with me beside the silent head, like an old photograph that time forgot. Even if your heart has drifted on, my lonely hands still hold what we once got. Ride with me along the empty lane, like a slow melody without a strain. I whisper softly to the leather seat while midnight pavement cools beneath my feet. Rain on the glass, lights in the dark. You are gone, leaving no mark. Why does the steering wheel feel so cold against my palms at 2:03? An unlit ticket on the passenger seat, still whispering the name of you. A paper coffee cup crushed flat and dry rolls softly toward the driver's floor. The wiper blade leaves a crooked arc across the misted window glass and nothing more. I check the rearview mirror for your face, but find only the street lamp's yellow stain. I rest my hand upon the idle gear and listen to the rhythm of the rain. Stay a little longer in this park sedan, like a tired song played from an old cassette band. Even if your hand is missing from the wheel, this empty leather chair is all that I can feel. Stay a little longer in the petrol glow, moving down the avenues where we used to go. I don't speak a syllable into the night, just watching amber numbers lose their light. A loose silver button rests beside the brake dropped from your coat on Tuesday past. A receipt from the pharmacy near the hand river, faded ink fading away too fast. The hazard lights blink in a sluggish pulse against the damp and darkened curb, and every small detail of this quiet street arrives without a sound to disturb. I check the rearview mirror for your face, but find only the street lamp's yellow stain. I rest my hand upon the idle gear and listen to the rhythm of the rain. Stay a little longer in this park sedan, like a tired song played from an old cassette band. Even if your hand is missing from the wheel, this empty leather chair is all that I can feel. Stay a little longer in the petrol glow, moving down the avenues where we used to go. I don't speak a syllable into the night, just watching amber numbers lose their light. If I turn the ignition and pull into traffic now, the city lights would blur into a stream. But staying here beside the curb is safer somehow, trapped inside the borders of a broken dream. The dashboard clock clicks downward to the dawn, while every small shadow stays right where it belongs. Stay a little longer in this park sedan, like a tired song played from an old cassette band. Even if your hand is missing from the wheel, this empty leather chair is all that I can feel. Stay a little longer in the petrol glow, moving down the avenues where we used to go. I don't speak a syllable into the night, just watching amber numbers lose their light. Silver button on the floor, needle resting on the glass. Night remains and time forgets to pass. A sudden breath breaks through the quiet room. He watches you adjust your winter coat. The clock upon the wall moves past 2:30, while shadows in the corners softly float. You stare into a glass of lukewarm water and trace the condensation with your thumb. The apartment holds a heavy kind of silence that leaves the final arguments quite dumb. He sees your shoulder drop against the cushion. A sigh escapes before you turn away. The city lights outside are flashing amber on streets that have nothing left to say. Stay a little longer in this quiet frame before the morning washes out your name. Even if the distance grows so wide, your shadow lingers on the inner side. Stay a little longer while the clock ticks down inside this tired room above the town. He does not move, he does not breathe aloud, just watches you among the phantom crowd. A photograph rests face down on the table beside a pair of keys you will not take. The heater gives a dull metallic shiver in walls that keep the quiet for your sake. You pull your collar high against your neck now and glance toward the latch of the front door. He reads the hesitation in your posture like lines upon a well-worn wooden floor. He keeps his distance by the curtain window and tracks the way you hesitate to tread. The hour grows too fragile for a whisper, with every unsaid truth resting unread. Stay a little longer in this quiet frame before the morning washes out your name. Even if the distance grows so wide, your shadow lingers on the inner side. Stay a little longer while the clock ticks down inside this tired room above the town. He does not move, he does not breathe aloud, just watches you among the phantom crowd. If this slow minute could be stretched forever, he would trade the dawning for your gaze. One more lingering look before departure, lost inside a labyrinth of days. Maybe some doors are meant to stay half open, maybe some steps are destined to be slow. He watches as your hand rests on the handle, already knowing how this night must go. Stay a little longer in this quiet frame before the morning washes out your name. Even if the distance grows so wide, your shadow lingers on the inner side. Stay a little longer while the clock ticks down inside this tired room above the town. He does not move, he does not breathe aloud, just watches you among the phantom crowd. Latch clicks soft, shadow fades. He stays alone in the quiet shades. A glowing digit marks the hour past 3. Inside this metal cage I sit alone. The leather seat remembers your warm shape, while silent pavement listens to my moan. I turn the key and watch the needles rise through heavy rain that blurs the avenue. My fingers brush the wheel where you once rested, and every turning corner leads to you. Stay a little longer in this quiet ride as midnight shadows stretch across the side. Even though the engine starts to slow, your empty shadow will not let me go. Stay a little longer through the steady rain, inside this gentle pulse of ancient pain. I keep my hands upon the steering track, with not a single word to call you back. The street lamps bleed into the wet dark pane. A low guitar begins to bend inside. The heater breathes a dry and tired breath beneath the black and unresponding sky. I press the pedal down with careful grace and let the rhythm guide the rubber tire. Your quiet face is mirrored on the glass beside the amber glow of dashboard fire. Stay a little longer in this quiet ride as midnight shadows stretch across the side. Even though the engine starts to slow, your empty shadow will not let me go. Stay a little longer through the steady rain, inside this gentle pulse of ancient pain. I keep my hands upon the steering track, with not a single word to call you back. Yeah. If I could drive beyond this heavy night and leave behind the ghosts that haunt the sea, I would trade the miles for your breathing voice instead of echoes on an empty street. The road goes on beneath the tired tire, and time keeps moving like a slow refrain. I park the car before the break of dawn and watch the windows fall with quiet rain. Stay a little longer in this quiet ride as midnight shadows stretch across the side. Even though the engine starts to slow, your empty shadow will not let me go. Stay a little longer through the steady rain, inside this gentle pulse of ancient pain. I keep my hands upon the steering track, with not a single word to call you back. Amber light on wet glass, you are gone as hours pass. A torn map left upon the passenger seat, a stray leaf pressed against the wiper blade. We crossed this river when the night was sweet, before the amber traffic signals fade. A paper ticket tucked beneath the clock, a small brass coin forgotten in the tray, a heavy door that turns a silent lock as wheels begin to roll and pull away. A shadow stretches on the dampened street, while third gear whispers through the midnight chill. I keep my foot against the floor to meet the quiet turning where the road goes still. Stay a little longer in this tired car, beneath the glow of one forgotten star. The asphalt shines with rain we left behind, a steady rhythm in a lonely mind. Stay a little longer in the dying spark, a slow vibration moving through the dark. I shift the lever as the motor slows, with nowhere else left in the world to go. glass, it's emptied by the break. A frayed wool collar pulled around your chin. A simple promise that we couldn't make. A quiet silence where the lights begin. A small gray feather cart beside the door. A silver button rolling on the mat. A house we will not ever visit more. A gentle memory resting just like that. A shadow stretches on the dampened street, while third gear whispers through the midnight chill. I keep my foot against the floor to meet the quiet turning where the road goes still. Stay a little longer in this tired car, beneath the glow of one forgotten star. The asphalt shines with rain we left behind. A steady rhythm in a lonely mind. Stay a little longer in the dying spark, a slow vibration moving through the dark. I shift the lever as the motor's slow, and nowhere else left in the world to go. If steel and glass could hold the things we said, this engine would not need to chase the dark. A faded ribbon tied around a thread. I watch the dashboard numbers travel on. The wiper sweeps the water from the paint, a measured pulse against the quiet glass. I watch the shadows lengthen in the rain and let the final street lamp slowly pass. Stay a little longer in this tired car, beneath the glow of one forgotten star. The asphalt shines with rain we left behind. A steady rhythm in a lonely mind. Stay a little longer in the dying spark, a slow vibration moving through the dark. I shift the lever as the motor